Hi everyone, today I want to show you a custom made Maui magical hook from Moana movie cartoon, and this thing is made entirely out of foam and actually using the real string to wrap at the bottom. So this thing is around almost 5 feet tall. So I'm going to show you some step by step and the process I gone through and some lessons learned. This hook actually glow in the dark as well, and if you put in the light like maybe a couple minutes, and then you can see it glow in the dark very well. And I put in there more like fluorescent green, and it actually pretty bright in the dark. So let's go show you some detail, and I'm going to show you the video of how I make this hook. All right. Hi everyone, this is the beginning of the Maui Magical Hook creation process. So I just went to Home Depot and got 9 of the foam, which is they call foamular foam. This foam is a little bit different than the rest. It's very high density and easy to cut and shape rather than the regular styrofoam. The regular styrofoam, there's too much air or bubble in between, or you know what I mean, right? It have a like a popcorn type thing in there, so it's causing difficult when you cut. It may break, but this one is more solid, and if you have a sharp knife, you cut them and you shape them pretty well. So I'm gonna glue. So the idea here is that I'm going to have it's about 3 inches in thickness. So I'm have the 3, and then they connect together and make a bore around 6 feet long. At the end, the hook gonna be around 5 feet, but I'm going to glue them together in a little bit overlap fashion so that they make a stronger bond. So by the end, I'm gonna have less than 6 feet usable space, but at least that I had to buy all 9 pieces to create a total of 6 feet with 3 inches thick. Alright, let's start, and I will show you the progress. Okay, so this is after I glue all the foam together, and I stack them a little bit zigzag like this, so that when I cut it out, it actually have some support. So so after cut it out, this thing around 6 feet long, and I print out a Maui hook that attached on this. I have some missing pieces, but the idea here is, missing this piece right here and missing this piece right here. Somehow when I print, I forgot I print double sided, and I lost those 2 pieces. Anyway, at the end, this hook is almost 5 feet long, so it's pretty big. So I'm gonna start glue the paper down, and this is gonna be a shape. Actually look pretty good so far. We'll see when the product get complete. Alright. Hey guys, today I'm going to start cutting out the Maui hook using a hacksaw. I'm using the one of the finest grain, right here, 32. So make sure that they don't make a lot of, because the foam is pretty soft. So I want something that doesn't create a big mess, and create like a curve and contour. So this type of saw pretty good. If you have like electric saw, it will be a lot better to cut in corner, or round edges. But I don't have one, so I'm gonna use the hand saw, just like a hacksaw, and just saw them around the line, and try to do it really slowly to make sure I don't break the foam or anything like that. But so far this little bit cut, you see it looks pretty clean cut so far, and this is what you're gonna get when you do this type of saw. Okay, there will be a lot of sanding down that you have to do afterwards, but it looks pretty good. So here you go, it'll be from here to here. Alright, so I've cut from this side This thing actually kind of fall off, but you can hook it up easily. And cutting this sharp edge right here. So still there's some glue work that I need to do afterward, but look pretty good so far. Okay, this is actually after the foam got cut out, and I use hacksaw to cut them across the edges to make it in the shape based on the printout. So now everything is ready and they all look pretty good. Next thing is going to cut the foam, to the shape of the hook. And I'm gonna start the printout first before I can do that. So, all right. It's a huge.
It's a big hook.
It's a big hook. Okay, can you pick it up? Wow, it's bigger than you, Hannah. This hook is bigger than you.
Look.
Wow.
Look here.
Wow. Okay, so let Daddy prepare the hook. Okay.
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 Away. Bye.
So here the cut, and it's not some part is very clean cut, some part is not, and you see some glue still left there, some residue. So like this part is very smooth, and some part is really smooth, and this one is pretty rough right here.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
Okay. Alright. Hey guys, after cut it out, and then I actually try to trim surround it and make it more round. So I'm gonna cut piece by pieces. So right now I'm doing the end part right here to make it like a round circle or a round rock. And then there'll be one piece here. So try to make it smooth, and after that I'm gonna sand it down and make it smooth and look like a hook. But anyway, it will be a long process here. Okay, this is after a rough edge cut around the thing to make it round and more smooth. So right here, instead of cutting it like this, going up, this part a little bit flat because I'm probably gonna keep it that way so that it's easy for drawing a little bit later. So right now, pretty rough. I have to sand it down and make it more smooth. So it's going to take a while, and there'll be a lot of dust, so I had to cover my face with this, otherwise the foam dust is going to be very dangerous, something that I don't want in my lungs. So alright, let's go do a sanding and show you what happened. Okay, so this is after the initial sanding, and it's sand and make it much more smoother. There's still some rough spot like you see in the middle, but I'm gonna be doing more sanding because foam is pretty easy to sand. So any sandpaper will work. So for example, if I have this happen right here, I'm gonna sand it like couple, back and forth, maybe 3-4 times. This whole thing gone. So it's pretty soft to sand. At the same time, you can easily make mistake as well. And if you press too much, you can make a mark on the foam. So be gentle with this one. So alright, so let's go around and see some of the sanding part I have. So right now, it'll pretty much done. Some more touching and that and here and there, but I'm going to get some kind of filler to fill any spot on the foam. For example, you see right here, this thing we got to fill it up and cannot be sand down, and same thing for the joint. Somehow I have to fill everything in between. Okay, and same for here. You see, this is what happens when press too much. You pull a chunk of foam, and this is where it gets problematic. Okay, now we have to sand it down. If you sand too much, then you lose a lot of material, but if you don't sand that much, then you're going to see these. Okay, so I'm going to try to sand it down a little bit. If not, then I have to find some kind of filler. Okay, alright, cool. Looks pretty good so far. And here's the material I'm using for this is all-purpose interior sparkling paste. So I'm using that to cover all the imperfection of this. So for example, I'm going to start doing stuff right here. But soon I'm going to use a like a string to wrap around it, so I don't really care about it much. But anything up here, it gotta be smooth and ready for some drawing in here to make it look cool. And after that, there will be I will make use some either hot solder to engrave on it or something else. I don't know yet, but we'll see. Okay, so now the priority is to get it drawn on here. Right. Here the hook with some drawing. The nice thing about this one is the drawing you don't have to be exactly accurate, but you could mimic the drawing and that's all good. Because when I saw it online, they all look slightly a little bit different. It's but we can make some drawing like this, and actually start some carving happening over here. You can see some carving happening. Like it's actually a lot of work, so it'll take me a while to carve the whole thing. And here it is. So at the end, hopefully look good, and the drawing from distance look okay, but when you up close, I have no idea what it is. Like a two hand, a face, and feather everywhere, and stuff like that. Okay, so draw some of the pattern. Hi everyone, this is what tool that I'm gonna use for carving on that hook, and I'm using a flexible shaft to connect to this. Okay, and when I turn it on, it's going to spin, and this is what it's actually carved. I'm using to carve on the foam, and you can see here this is like a little round I don't know, I can get focus, but yeah, you see it's like a little round with like a sandpaper on top, so it creates friction and make, so I think it because foam pretty soft, so you have to be gentle and try to get that in there. Okay, so you don't want to something that really sharp or too big, gonna make a big mess. So this one works just fine, and I'm going to show you doing the carving and stuff like that, but I make some progress around the stuff already, but just want to show you. Okay, so I'm going to turn this thing on, make sure it spin. This is how it spin right now. Okay. Here's the hook after I painted, and I tried to darken it a little bit with a brown color, but I'm gonna do them again for the rest when I actually put some color in between the cracks. So now I'm gonna start drawing all the pattern using like brown color, and then after that go darken with the light brown. Okay. So after the paint, you can see a smear over the plate. So I'm going to start using Clorox wipe like this to clean the excessive paint, and anything in the crack gonna stay. So I'm going to start doing that right now. Okay. This is how I use the wipe all the excessive. At the same time, you know, make it look like a realistic look. So here what I'm using is the Clorox to clean the excessive paint. So this is what you give a realistic look of because the hook actually, you know, somebody carved on it, and then over time the dirt get inside where you get all everything in the line blackened. It's not really paint that way, right? Just think about it. I mean, it just there's supposed to be a carving on it, and then over time the dirt get inside and then it blacken out. So this is trying to mimic that, right? So it's not really a perfect smooth black line, but it gives you a look of all over time. So here it is so far. Alright, and so the last fun part, going to wrap this wire, or this things around it like this. But as you can see from here, you know, it's not easy to wrap things like this and look good nice. So usually kind of cheat a little bit, you know. You make this part separate, you make this part separate, you make this part separate, and you know, and make it look like a wrap, but it's not really true wrap, but it just make it look cosmetically look good. Okay, so I don't know, I can simulate this like this, but we'll see how we can do that. But anyway, I'm gonna try wrapping. First thing is I'm gonna do the wire like this, go underneath this, okay, and glue it using a hot glue gun, and go from there. Okay, see. Wow, this thing will be interesting. All right. Push it down. Okay, so next one is gonna be, oh man, it's gonna be tough. This thing gonna be tough right here. And here at the bottom, the wrap, the rib string wrap, and go slowly to the top. Okay. See, actually carved inside, so see some of this.